Hi, everyone. We're here today with Kaleigh. She is presently a college student, and she is going to tell everyone about her background of what tools she used to go through school successfully, and then, of course, what tools she's using now. Hi, Kaleigh. How you doing?
Hi, I'm
Hi.
good.
So, can you tell me about your elementary years? Did you use Braille? What technology you used and why?
Yes, I during elementary school, it wasn't until third grade that I started learning Braille and the laptop with JAWS. And during third grade, that was also when I got a monitor and dock camera in the classroom.
Can you tell me what the monitor and dot camera was for?
The dock camera was for when the teacher, wrote anything or wanted to show anything that would be put underneath the dock camera, and then it would show whatever that was on the monitor, so I could see it and like enlarge it.
Okay. And why did you not start Braille or computer until third grade?
Well, no one really knew I was blind or visually impaired until the end of second grade.
Okay, so then you had a TVI come in and assess you for what you need.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you remember how many words per minute you were reading print at that time?
I think it was about like 4 or 5.
Under a CCTV, correct?
Yes, it was.
So can you imagine yourself going through school only using a CCTV and reading books in middle school and high school? How do you think that would have gone?
I don't think that would have gone at all. I would I don't think I would have been able to graduate, and I would have been way behind.
So were you able to access your education and keep up with your peers in school?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. What do you attribute that to? The ability and why?
Well, using JAWS with my laptop.
How many words per minute were you typing on your laptop?
About 79 words per minute.
Wow, that's pretty fast. That makes you pretty efficient. How fast were you listening to JAWS? Could anybody understand your JAWS other than you when you were using it?
And no, no one can understand JAWS but me.
Yeah. So it sounds like you learned to listen very quickly also.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Were there any challenges in middle school or high school other than, I mean, like in regards to accessing your education, or were you able to do pretty much anything?
Uh, yeah, there was just like, just like always, maps and math are always a bit more difficult. But I was able to access all of those and I was able to access the maps through the computer still. And those, that helped a lot. And yeah.
Yeah, so you learned enlarging techniques then on the computer. Like, what would you do in order to enlarge something, say if you were in Word?
Yes, I learned the enlarging skills with Word. It was, Alt V Z, and then you enlarge it that way. And
And
that I still use that.
yeah, we love the zoom command in Word. Is there a zoom command in the browsers that you used also to see pictures?
Yes, I use Control equals to make it bigger.
So when you applied for colleges, were you able to get into the college of your choice?
Yes, I was.
Oh, very nice. So was your GPA really decent in high school?
Yeah, it was pretty high.
And how's college going for you?
College is going good.
And what tools are you using in college to access your education in college?
Mainly I use my laptop with JAWS, and I also use my iPhone and iPad regularly outside of class for looking at assignments or for using email or reading. But other than that, it's usually just my laptop with JAWS.
Are you able to move around and navigate campus and the local community by yourself and with friends?
Yes, I am. With the help of O&M skills and my cane that I do move around and and go everywhere that I want to go.
Do you use Uber or Lyft or navigation apps on your iPhone?
Yes, Google Maps I use all the time, and I also use Lyft as a backup, but also when I'm running late for things, I always use Lyft also.
Great. So, if you were talking to parents, what kind of suggestions could you say enabled you to access your education and be successful as a student out there? And what would you say to parents who have blind or low vision kids on what they need to learn in elementary, middle school, and high school in order to be prepared for college and a job later on?
Well, first is definitely use learning the computer with a screen reader. I don't it definitely now in college it's a lifesaver, and also learning to advocate for yourself and and doing that independently is also really big for college.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Kaleigh. Greatly appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you later. Is there any last words of wisdom you have for us?
No.
Thanks so much, Kaleigh, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.